I just moisturized my fro. So I don't want the oil and the grease running on my forehead. So I just kind of put this scarf on. So I decided to go live on video. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. I'm gonna light my incense, but I want to do some unpackaging and share some additional downloads I got. I'm still working on the other channel. Once the other channel is up, y'all can get the guidance at my other channel, but I'm gonna be doing it in a different way, okay? Until I'm finished with that channel, I'm just going to continue keep the ball moving on this channel. Hi, everybody. Okay. I'm in a pamper me type of energy right now. So I'm not about drama and attacks and disrespect. You know, I'm getting some healing work done and working on my health. I'm seeing improvements. Okay, I'm back on my some of my little health stuff I'm doing. Okay. So hopefully we'll get more people in here, but I'm doing some unpackaging. So I rewarded myself for some leaps taken, and I want to share that. A lot of y'all are often told to reward yourself for achieving goals, but you need to reward yourself for taking leaps because just taking the leap is hard enough. Going into the unknown is hard, especially for people that's kind of fixed in sticking with the familiar or just all about their past and their family. Going into the unknown is kind of scary. So if you've been taking some leaps to start multiple streams of income, to get into your gifts, and you just took the leap, you need to reward yourself. Okay? Rewarding yourself helps to keep you in a positive vibration, even when you feel like you're not getting any support for the leaps. You still need to support yourself. Okay? All right, everybody. Okay. Y'all, I love the health of my fro. It's looking, I went back to my old school products, y'all. I've been doing my hair lately like grandma do it, and I feel like my hair is like getting softer and all of that. So let's see what's in this package. I'm gonna share some downloads when I get done. So I achieved a couple goals. Let's see. So I rewarded myself with this book. Okay. So this book is A Crow Doesn't Need a Shadow, a guide to writing poetry from nature. So I love nature poetry. And so I was gonna get deeper into that. So, ooh, this book is interesting. Look, y'all. Ooh, I'm so glad I got this. Okay. Okay, this is cool. I don't want to ruin, I'm gonna get into this book. All right. So I'm a book junkie, y'all. Let's see what else I just got. Unpackaging. So I ordered this book, y'all. This is so important if you are an artist and a writer. Okay, this is the book of symbols. Okay, I got this from Thrift Books. So if you are a writer of figurative contemporary poetry, a book of symbols, or that teaches you symbolism is very important. So this should kind of just sit on your desk. You can actually just open the book at random and see what your muse want you to use for inspiration. So let's see what the muse got for us. Okay, synchronicity, the color gold. Okay, I got that color this morning. So gold is significant, y'all. Gold. Gold and the sun. So somebody might be manifesting some money. Okay, where do you see gold? And okay, angel number scripture 812, 814 is being shown. 812 and 814. Some of y'all dealing with a coward. Okay, so it says Egypt and Peru. Some of y'all might be dealing with a male that's a coward. Some of y'all got a male in your life that don't protect y'all, or that's sad. Okay, Mexico is in here as well. All right, red beans and rice. Woo, child. I've been thinking about rice lately. I heard Mexico 2 days ago. Okay. So this is on page 306 and 307. So those are some numbers if you search. Y'all know I love my numbers, y'all. I'm a number person. I was supposed to be a number person back in middle school, but I didn't know. I met this doctor who was like, women of color need to be more into numbers, like learn to appreciate math. And I took it as an insult at first, but then I realized it's true. He was saying that people of color tend not to value math more. And that is a problem, y'all. We be disrespecting the math, but we need to work the numbers so we can beat the system. Period. Hi, everybody. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm glowing, y'all. All I had this morning was some oatmeal and a little bit of fish. The creator told me to glow up. I heard glow up. So I'm falling back, y'all. So I'm going to pamper myself some more. I'm going through pamper energy because I started picking up a little bit of bad habits from spell work. But it's cool, it's cool. Okay. Creator told me to try to go as long as I can without food for a while. So obviously something's trying to come through. So I'm gonna go ahead. I might go ahead and I was getting my feet done last night, but I got tired and had to stop the foot treatment. But I'm gonna finish getting my feet done today, and I'm gonna take me a long shower, y'all. I'm gonna be singing and everything in there because I really want to freeze my skin. I'm trying to take ice cold showers more than hot ones. So, the reverse aging. I found out like cold water is really important for me. Spiritually, it may not be for you, but ice cold water is real important for my energy. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stand in the ice cold water and see how long I can take it. But I wanted to just share this book, y'all. So, symbols. Do you know you can speak to your angel? Your angel guys using symbols? Yeah. Your angel guides speak to you through every single thing you use. Okay? Every single thing. So you don't got to use cards. Go get you some books and let the muses speak. Okay. Look, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about you using a book. That's ridiculous. What somebody wants you to do, just sit around all the time. So use whatever you want, as long as it's not of dark art and you're not doing spell work on somebody. So some of y'all may be like, I don't mess with cards. That's cool, because I prefer books anyway. But it's up to you. Okay. So let's see what else they threw in here. So this says 17 free meals from HelloFresh.com. Okay, so if I went to order some food from this company, I would get my meal. I would get 17 free meals if I subscribe to them for the first time. So, okay, I'm going to keep that little coupon. All right. So, this is something you should have on your table. I'm going to tell you 3 books you should have on your table. Okay? You should have some sort of book. If you can compress the Bible down to the scriptures, where the scriptures you need, if you use the Bible. If not, you can get you a book of scripture numbers, have that sit on the table. Then you can get you a book of symbols. I'm telling y'all what y'all need to sit on y'all morning table. You need a little short book to keep your notes, downloads, to keep record of your morning scriptures. Always keep record of your morning and afternoon scriptures, or you're screwed. I mean, if you're under attack like I am and people shape-shifting into you, then one of my cats kicked the cord out. Y'all, this is ridiculous. This. One of my cats kicked the cord out. Y'all, this is ridiculous. This tax on technology is getting out of hand. So, a book that sits on your table. This book says "Believe," and it has like a little red ribbon I could use as a bookmarker. So I have that sit on the table. I got my new book of symbols. I got my Android tablet. Okay. I like my frankincense and my sage every morning. Okay. It's important for mental health. So I burn sage and frankincense every morning now, sometimes patchouli. This book is something that my mother gave me a couple years before she died. She bought me this as a birthday gift. So it's really nice to have a gift that came from a parent or someone that love you. Okay, tell them to get you a book of like wisdom or something like that. It's really good because you feel like you're getting mentored by somebody you love. So that's nice. So this book sits there. And then I got my book for my scripture numbers. I always like to keep a book of poetry on the table, and I will tell y'all why. The angels, all of them are poets, every single one. Okay. So when you leave poetry sitting on your table, you get the attention of your muses. You get the attention of the Holy Spirit, the creative spirits. So if you don't, you show them what you want before you show up. You show them, you show them that you're an artist. You don't have to be a visual artist or whatever. Poetry is visual, poetry is in everything. It's all around us. So a book of poetry that a little quick read or something to just sit on your table. You can even use poetry for your guidance for the day. So let's see what we get here. Okay, so this one is called This Still Vivid. Okay, this person says that part is still vivid. That part of me in a dark, empty room under a. Okay, so this poem is about reflecting on somebody who you thought was a certain way, or okay. Then I saw sinking ships. So some of y'all got something being released. See, the next one is sinking ships. Okay, so it doesn't matter, like and then even if you ain't a poet, you should consider writing a little bit of poetry. Poetry is like the ultimate therapy. Okay, it's not about how great you are at writing poetry. It's just anyone can do it. Pencil and paper. There it is. Get you get you a little exercise. Follow the exercise. Do it. And then just collect them. Just write a couple verses following an exercise. If you do this for 30 days, you didn't wrote you a little chapbook. Okay, and then you can go ahead and create it. You know. And one thing about creating poetry, it teaches discipline. It teaches appreciation for life, the dark and the beautiful, the ugly and the beautiful. It teaches you to be more observant, to talk less and listen more. And talk when you really have something significant to say. This is why everyone should be a poet. Every single person should be a poet. Prophets are poets. Uh, Philosophers. I can't say that word. They're poets as well. Okay, philosophers are poets. Poets. Even the artist is poetry. It's a poet. He sees it, but he prefers to express it in painted imagery or photography. So it's wonderful. Okay, it'll save you money with paying for therapy. I can't begin to tell y'all how I was able to get through obstacles just writing a poem. Had a bad day. I wrote a couple verses, tried a little exercise. It was fun and cool. All right. So let's get some wisdom out. Let's see what we get here. Okay. Okay, so it says computers and silence, y'all. I kept on hearing silence. So quiet, definitely. You might want to look up some quotes on being silent today. Protect your inner peace. Relationships. So if you're in a relationship that's kind of messy, it's better if you be quiet right now. That's what they're saying. Especially if you're dealing with um, people that are draining you or anything like that. Okay. Some of y'all may need to break up with somebody or break up with something you're doing on your computer, because there's some quotes on breakup. So the word breakup, relationships, regret, and I got reading, the word reading. So I'm not going to share all the quotes, but let's see, I'll share one. Because I don't do deep dive and guidance anymore on this channel, but I will give y'all something to work with here. So the Japanese believe that when something suffers damage and has history to it, it becomes more beautiful. So some of y'all need to realize that your aging is a benefit, that aging is working for you. Antiques are working for you. Old things are working for you. You might want to find something and make it new again. It says men broken objects. Okay. So if you're feeling like something is broken and you can fix it, then fix it. I got that earlier. So Japanese. So Japanese relationship. Okay, speaking out. Don't wait for the right time before speaking. So when you feel like you need to speak out then and now, then at the moment. There is no right time to speak out. Speak out when you feel like it. Okay, one more. Idealism. Okay, Anne Frank. Somebody might be a diary writer because Anne Frank is on this page. Okay. So feminist activism and social work may be important. Okay, idealism and identity. Okay, thanks for listening, everybody. Everybody got to see what I got. If you're just tuning in, I got me a book of symbols. Now I'm going to order me a book where it's like all symbolism. The whole, I don't care how thick the book is, like all about symbolism. But that's going to be my next reward when I do the next thing I got to do. So the download that I got is to stop waiting to see the results of your manifestation. You did the manifestation work. You took the leap. You used what you could use. You was brave enough to try. That is still worthy of a reward. The fact that you tried, you did not fail. So there's a quote that keeps showing to me, and it is by Susan B. Anthony. And it says, failure is impossible. In everything you do, something worked. If something worked, you didn't fail. Period. Whatever, you just, you just got to figure out what worked about it. So start investigating yourself, researching the things, the creative stuff you're doing or your soul purpose, and find out what works. When you find out what worked, you can say, well, I didn't fail. Failure means nothing worked at all. There's no such thing. Hi, everybody. Oh, hi, everybody. Present moment. Thank you very much. Purple light. It just sometimes it pisses me off when people say, "Oh, You use cards. As you see, I'm on time no matter what I use. It's impossible for me to not be on time. My ascension level is just way too high. It's way too high. Okay, I'm vibrating in a positive mindset too often, too long, 90% of my day. So when you are positively thinking, when you are like, I will not let resistance take me down. I will keep leaping, keep trying. I will keep being positive. There is no way that you will be late with your guidance. That's the ultimate of reward. That trumps everything. You open something and there it is. Exactly what you need and everybody else who's positive. Everybody that's positive 90% of their time, what you bring to them is going to be what they need. Okay? So if you're in that mindset through your day, I got to help. I gotta make my time count. I cannot waste a lot of my time today. Time is a precious gift that some people don't have and know they don't have anymore. I cannot waste it sitting here being negative and hating and angry all day. There's a limited time. I get to be angry, but not all day. I get to be sad, but not most of my day. But not most of my day. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, set a time limit on when you going to knock somebody out with your voice. Set a time limit of when you gonna scream. If you gotta cuss somebody out, say I'm gonna cuss you out for 10 minutes and that's it. And once it's done, it's done. I'm telling you, the power of just the power, that energy of my time is too precious will get you good and ready to take more and more leaps. We always have timestamps on when we're going to create, when we going to eat, how long we going to shower, how long we going to see somebody. But what about how long we going to be messy? What about that? That was a download that came to me this morning. Like, I need a limited. If I was screaming at somebody yesterday, I need to scream less at them today. Until it gets down to 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, I cussed you out nice and good for what you did for 3 minutes today. I'm doing better than yesterday. Y'all, y'all better start. Y'all watch our bank accounts, right? You watch your boo to see if they cheating. You watch your purse, right? You watch your views. Okay? You watch co-workers. You watch your crib. Start watching the clock when you cussing somebody out or fighting yourself or crying. Cause you ever notice the therapists, they watch the clock? They not watching the clock just because they want to charge you more money. They watching that clock to protect their energy. They watching that clock so they don't waste no time. Okay? I'm telling you no lie. They making sure that they get paid for every single second you sitting up in their office crying and screaming and beating up the blood doll and ranting and raving at them. They making sure that because see, your voice and your energy is going to resonate in them after you leave your therapy room. So they need to make sure they get paid for every single millisecond. And since you don't get paid when you are confronting people and having showdowns, you need to have a real strict limit. You're not getting paid when you're sitting there crying your eyeballs out for an hour, walking around pacing mad at the world for an hour. You're not, just tell yourself, I am not manifesting something that I want. Not in that energy. So I got to be really, really careful how long I do this. You got, y'all, this is how I figured out the spell work on me. Okay? It seemed like my family wanted me to get madder longer and harder and longer and harder and yell and curse harder and longer. And then what was happening is I was missing my window for manifesting. I would just be stuck in that energy because I went too long. I went too long. Y'all. I, and then let me tell you, when you go too long in that messy, low vibrational energy, it cycles back to you quicker. You will hurt yourself in another way. Hurt is hurt. You can manifest more hurt upon yourself. We forget that we are way more powerful than we know. We can manifest any darn thing. Okay, even a sense of being. That's crazy to be that powerful. That's just scaring you. Like, that's how powerful the soul is. That you can re-manifest your low vibrational sense of being, and you're stuck in that cycle, and it's like a prison of a sense of being. A prison of a sense of being. And you're like, how did I get in it? How do I get out of it? Everybody saying I'm toxic. Just start cutting back. Just say, hey, how long have I been breaking things and throwing things around the house? How long have I been throwing this shoe at your disrespectful A? Tell yourself that. Say, wait a minute, hold up. Look at the clock and be like, time's up. And run. Literally run like hell. You're not running from them. You're getting away from your sense of being toxic self that's being manifested. You are ditching the vibration, the echo version of your messy self. Ditch it. You ditch people when they disrespect you. You do. You ghost them. You cancel them. This is cancel culture. You quit. Cancel your toxic self. Like, y'all. I can't, y'all. I'm going into art. This is making me laugh because this was a rude awakening on myself. Start saying, woo, child, I've been going hard a little bit, too messy with myself. I'm gonna have to run away from me. I'm running away. And anything that came with it, I'm running away from it. I know y'all see, in this world, everybody always say, get away from them and that and this and that and this. That's what a lot of the life coaches tell y'all. But they forget to tell y'all that you got to get away from the person that is been out of control too long. And if you don't know how, just cut back slowly. Just stop a little earlier. Because whatever you give your energy to, less to, your mind to, even to your toxic self, fades away. Fades away. Along with the vibration. Okay? This is why I tell y'all I'm the real deal. I teach y'all things that other teachers come to this channel to teach y'all. And they don't know that they're helping me. See, this is what other people don't realize when they want to pass on your words, your knowledge, your power, is that they take your vibration with them. And they show up unable to not be like you because they're passing on. They're passing on you. They're passing on your knowledge and who you are. So what happens is that vibration is attracting more people to you. And always remember that everyone who try to be you is still celebrating you. They're only helping you to manifest. They're only helping you. They're reminding you of how powerful you are. This is another download I got. That vibration has to come back home to you. They're just making more and more and more vibrations, more echo versions, and it's stronger, stronger, and stronger when they sitting up there echoing you. This is why you need to be careful of who you echo. Some people think they can change a little bit of it, but you can never delete the entire original vibration of anything that you're echoing. You will never be able to do that. So I'm just saying this. I'm not saying y'all doing it, but anyone who's watching who feel the need to echo me, you're serving me. You're my servant. Okay, you're my footstool. I'm showing y'all this energy because this is the energy that y'all got to be in. You know, you don't got to confront your enemies face on who drive you crazy. They're always watching you. They ain't gonna say nothing, but they watching. You can send them a message like this. You can trigger them and get under their skin and say, you ain't nothing but my little servant, a little mouse running around my kitchen. You would starve without me. You would starve. Thank you. Thank you for carrying on my legacy. Thank you. Because the vibration is going to always bring my fans back to me because I'm the original. You're chained to me. You work for me if you're being like me. You work for me. Why you think the slave master, I want y'all to say this to yourself. I want y'all to say this. I'm showing y'all by example. Why y'all think the slave master wanted everybody to be like him? Use the same Bible. Say the same scriptures. I'm serious. Because he knew his energy would live on. He knew it would just keep going on and keep coming back around, keep going on, keep coming back around. Okay? He knew that. All right? So, and anyway, if you are recording who you are, if you are making a hard copy of you being original, because you need a physical version of the original, you always do. Because once upon a time, there was no, everybody wasn't just talking their knowledge. People was making books. People was getting it on record. Whatever you know, you need it on record. Our ancestors had records. They used the stone walls, the caves, whatever. Okay? Trees have record anyway. Because if there's ever a time you need to put your enemies in a place to discipline them, you have the original. You shut everybody down. Shut everybody down that want to gaslight you. Because you have the original. It's dated, it's timestamped. So it really doesn't matter. So for example, somebody go on and echo me. I have the original. The timestamp is on this video. This is why y'all got, if you divine, stop sitting around people talking. You too powerful. Your downloads is coming all day. When you do get rid of the messy version of you and you didn't fade it away, okay, now an ascension is coming. That means you need, unless you can record and date what's coming out of your mouth, it shouldn't come out of your mouth. And that's the real. So many funny things and witty things I done said around friends, and they had the nerve to come to me and say my own stuff. Like, I don't remember that I said that. It was crazy. And when I noticed people were doing that to me, soon as, and they would only want to be around me. Some people only would want to be around me when I would be less messy. Don't get it twisted. Some people don't want you messy. They want you grounded. They know they're going to get nourished and fed real well. That you might be real generous with what you know. And then they go out there. But you need to sit, when you sitting and talking to people, I don't care who they are. Have your spy recording on, y'all. I'm telling you, this is how they did it in the old days. They had the recordings in their pocket. They said, wait, we got to record. Rich people, if you really think you're favored and covered and rich, you should not be sharing nothing out here for free. Undated. Nothing, y'all. I've gotten downloads while I was talking to people and was like, no, I'm cool. I just turned around and wrote it down. Do y'all know that some people, they choose you just to practice their brain hacking? That's the only reason why they're talking to you. They practicing their psychic abilities on you. I had 2 people on this channel doing it to me. I'm not going to say their names, but they had the nerve to try to do psychic readings to figure out whether I was going, whether I, what energy I was in, this, so they could benefit from my voice on the phone. They was trying to figure out what vibration I was in. They would talk to me and then pull cards. They didn't know I knew they were doing it. They didn't know that I knew. And then they were doing readings to see how long, if I was figuring them out, how long would it be before I figured them out if I knew who they really are? This is just how sneaky some people were. People who I met through this channel. And then when I cut some people off, they tried to play dumb like it wasn't going happening. When I would check my numbers, they would check the numbers. They wanted to see what number I was seeing, trying to claim my numbers, trying to track my frequency, the development, the expansion of my frequency. They was trying to track it so they can find better synchronize with me. It was sneaky. And I was wondering how long they would do it. How long would they go? How long they were going to go at it? I was being a little generous at first. But then it was like, I noticed that when we would talk, they would start mirroring me. Almost like they knew that I was going to be in a high vibration, intellectual energy. So they were like listening a little bit too closely. And when I realized that they weren't going to stop, I said, well, I'm leaving. And then what got me is that both of the people had the nerve to say, oh, I knew that's what's going to happen. You knew because you was pulling cards. You had monitoring spirits telling you. You knew I was going to cut you off because you knew that eventually I was going to figure out who you are. See, a lot of people think when you're running your mouth, you're not listening. But the thing about a high vibrational person is they can listen while talking. When you reach a certain level of ascension, both of your minds are working at the same time. The one that listens really good, the logical side, and the psychics, the medium side, both going on. So you're talking and you're tuning into the energy at the same time. I'm talking, but I'm still tuning in. I got your energy. I got you. And I'm listening. I'm tuning in real carefully while I'm talking. So that when I stop talking, I'm going to know exactly if your energy is shifting to some sort of sneakiness. I'm going to catch you as soon as you shift it. I'm teaching y'all this stuff because it's really important to keep track of how much you're talking, how much you're messy, equal to the how much silence that you're having as well. Some people purposely stay more silent to you because they're trying to learn your frequency. Always be suspicious of people who keep on putting large amount of silence in y'all conversation. They also could be transmuting their energy to you, complaining and then going quiet for an hour so that you can be in their energy and they can run off with yours. So what I love to do is when someone is getting a little bit too quiet after they was messy, I say, well, gotta go. Gotta go. Because I already know the reason for that. The reason for that is they're trying to have a breakthrough using my energy after they transmuted their emotional toxicity to me. So I cut the cord. The cord isn't just us here. The cord is the communication too. It's there when you're talking to someone. And some people will play around with that cord, warp and distort it while they're using their third eye to look into your metaphysical space. They'll do a false disconnection to the communication cord while talking to you, while their third eye, while they're doing some sort of psychic watch of you. some sort of other psychic connection. Why do you think some people, when you finally go to respond to their emotional toxicity and they were silent for a while, it seemed like they didn't hear you? They say, yeah, like they're not really interested in what you're saying because they actually put down the phone to watch you, to talk to monitoring spirits about you. They put down the energy phone, frequency phone, so they could use the energy field around you to tap into your energy without permission. Y'all, this is deep. I told y'all, I hope y'all join my new channel. Okay? Hope y'all join my new channel. As y'all see how deep I can go, I can hold a book and get loads of downloads just holding a book. You want to be at that level of ascension, but it takes for you to understand that you're much more powerful than you look. You have to start spending time on the spiritual plane more often than this physical plane, so that you can be allowed to just with your frequency to get the other Akashic records that's connected to the downloads that are through books and through things that you have. Okay? Where no one can sit up there and say, oh, you a card psychic. You say, no, boo, I picked up this book and you saw the downloads that came out of my mouth. Okay? And this is and that if you want to know the difference between natural psychics, people who are fated to do it, not just, oh, it's a part of something they could do, but it's like actually a part of their destiny. They should be able to do what I just did. It should be any resource out here, any resource, doesn't matter what it is. And it's like, woo, child, you coming out with the downloads that I really needed or what? Okay, y'all, this is some deep stuff. Okay, and I am writing up a quick article right now, and it's going to help y'all to understand. Okay, the other downloads is connected to this video. To reach this level, it requires some other stuff. Okay? When you reach this level of where it's like all the consciousness of intelligence is bestowed upon you, you ain't got to do you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that alchemy or nothing. You have to understand who you are spiritually. You must know it through and through to the bone. You must know it. There's people who can reveal it to you. I can reveal it to you. I just need time with each one of y'all, okay? I need one-on-one time. One-on-one. I was trying to help all of y'all at once by email, y'all. It got crazy. So I'm like breaking it down like, okay, I'm going to spend a week with this person, a week with that person, and get them to know, okay? To get to know their true soul power. What they need to work with. Okay? How to get the boost that you need. And the faith will automatically come with it. Do you know that you do not need to work to get faith? When you are in your true soul purpose, the faith is always there. Even if people try to tell you, oh, you're fake, deep down you'll know you the real. Like deep down you'll be like, nah, boo. The creator got this faith way down in the heart core. My faith is way down in here, babe. It's way down in here. I also know the intentions and motives that I had with what I did, so there's no way you can tell me that I'm fake. Okay, y'all, I'm telling you. So the thing is, Do you know you can leap? You can leap without faith. Leap for fun. See what happens. I'm just gonna do this because it's fun. Boom. If it's what you're supposed to do, the faith will come. The faith ain't nothing but another plant you're watering by doing what your soul has no choice to do. You will never keep running from your soul work. You'll always be like, I gotta keep doing it. Gotta keep doing it. Gotta keep doing it. All hell broke loose. Do it. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, how am I gonna heal? I gotta do it. You'll all once you find it, like that's how you know. That's one of the main signs, okay? When I can't stop biting my nails, I know I have to do this. I know I have to write. I know it through and through. I'm being punished for not following my contract. Do you know self-harm could be your punishment? This the creator can be ruthless about that contract being disrespected. Karma ain't always what other people do to you, it's what you do to yourself too. That that could be okay. You want to sit up here and I didn't gave you all kind of secret entities. I've been giving you confirmation after confirmation for your purpose, and you want to keep on trying to fight it and change it. You want to do somebody else's destiny and keep on leaving the destiny. Okay, I'm gonna make you harm yourself. I'm gonna put you in pain on purpose, so you ain't got no choice but to run back to that contract. Woo, child. This video is real. I'm chosen to explain the dark side of finding your purpose and manifesting. I'm chosen for this, okay? The karma side, the karma side. So God, you want to be able to understand why you scratching yourself. Why ripping my hair out. Karma, y'all. Karma. God gave you freedom of your spirit and your mind, and you too worried about because it ain't happening as fast as this person. You want to go ahead and run away from the contract because you watching everybody else. You want to say, no, I'm not going to do this, even though you know the power it gave you when you were doing it, even though you know the power you felt when you were done. You know your ego went this high when you were done with it. You were like, ooh, I was unstoppable. You knew that. And then you're going to go, well, because they did it faster. Ooh, I'm not doing it no more. The credit going to be like, you going to waste this energy, Serge? All this damn energy I gave you for that moment with your destiny. Are you going to just spit on it and walk away? Okay, cool. I'm going to make you suffer so you come running back to it. I'm going to kick people out your life. I'm going to make everybody toxic around you. I'm going to make you lose money. I'm going to make you be utterly alone so that you have no choice but to run back to this contract. That's what home is. Home is the contract. Home is your little VIP visitation to heaven before your soul get there. You getting to look into heaven for a little while. God is letting you in for a little while before your body go in the ground. And you gonna sit up there and spit on your free pass? You're going to spit on your free pass when there's people who never found their purpose and never felt that power surge. You're going to spit on that and then there's people who was murdered before I got to find their purpose, was right on the brink of finding it and somebody murdered them. And you dare to sit up there and say, well, it ain't coming fast enough, God, so I'm done. I'm going to instant gratification. I'm going to something fast. And God going to say, well, guess what? I'm going to make you kick your own butt. I'm going to make you kick your own butt. I'm going to make you kick yourself right up in the crack of your butt. And it's going to hurt so bad, you're going to run back to me. Ciao. All right. Not for fair use, y'all. Not for fair use. This content is not for fair use, okay? I speak from experience, y'all. I speak from experience. I'm only telling y'all what I know from experience. Because every single time I try to run from this, every time I try to run from my writing, I suffer tremendously and I couldn't explain it. I said, that's karma. That's karma. That's karma. I said, I ain't never heard of this. I'm in here beating myself up for no damn reason. I said, I can't even explain it like, child, I'm telling you, I didn't wrote the book on suffering because I kept running. God gave me prizes, publications, success. Well, breakthrough download after download 10 on his channel, and I'm gonna sit up there and go AWOL for about 5 days and be in that bitter energy for knowing that I've been benefiting from this too. I also have been benefiting. People that wasted their time having faith on me. Some of y'all say, ooh, I got so much faith in Miss V, and I'm going to sit up there and run for instant gratification. That's why God said, you going to lose your fingernails, Miss V. You ain't going to get no damn sleep. You're going to be like that guy from the Fight Club. You're going to be like, everything's a copy of a copy. You're going to be in purgatory. If you getting benefits from some soul work you're doing, why you don't get to leave it? You getting benefits. You get benefits. I'm just saying, you know you're not doing nothing illegal, spiritually illegal. You know you're not. So, you know, you're getting pats on the back. People like, hey, they buying tickets from you and stuff. No, you do not get to check out. Okay? Your vacation is a couple hours. There is no time off. You wouldn't like it if God took time off from you. You wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it if your angel guys just ghosted you for 2 weeks. You would not like it. You would not like it. If you asked for somebody's help and right in the middle they was giving you help and you needed the rest of the help, they just ghosted you. Y'all, y'all, this is serious. Y'all, this is serious. You know how much work they do on the other side? Do you know how much work these angels of light doing? They got to travel at warp speed to the warp speed to the warp speed to get all the stuff you need. And you're going to sit up there and say, well, I'm cool, I'm done. There is no done. There's a change of address. There is a transformation of you outside of your body. But it ain't never going to be done. Dead or not, you ain't never going to be done. There's no expiration date on your contract. Because guess what? Even if you get rich in this life off of it, if you don't decide to have your energy be in a different body, you will still have to serve on the other side. You are serving forever. You will have to serve with what you're doing. You will be a muse on the other side for somebody who's chosen for your life purpose in another time of existence. But you will never retire. There is no retire. You retire, you rot, and you feel the rot. You retire. If you try to retire this life, you will rot and feel the rotting. You will lose years off your life. You will die younger of some freak accident or something. Period. You will manifest as all the possible curses that could take you down too young. This is the... When I decided, when I made an oath to God the other day, I said, I'm going to do this no matter what. I'm going to do this under a bridge. I'm going to be like green eggs and ham. I'm going to do this on a train. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Writing in spiritualism and psychic guidance. I'm going to do this. I saw an angel number that said, a scripture that said, God has decided to reward you with a long life. You will live a very long time. I never saw a scripture like of that. Never. Never. And then I looked at my chart and I saw that this is how I'm paying for the years. Let me remind you. Let me say it again. When you use your intuition for what you're called to do, you're paying for the years. There's no free years in this body. There is no free years. There is none. Once you get grown, you must pay it in high vibration. Enough, a whole lot, as often as you can. Because every single time you help, because you know that you care about other people's life as much as you care about yours. The healing that you need happens faster, it happens stronger, and any pain that you was in, any secret disease goes into remission. Any secret disease starts to go away on its own. Now, some of y'all say, oh, I could do that with fasting. But what do you need to fast for? If you just show with action that you want to save lives. That's fasting too. That's fasting too. Instead of eating, go ahead and help somebody. I bet you that food will taste a lot better when you eat it. Don't you want the full taste of your food? Don't you want the full power? You want to feel it go through your body when you eat it like, woo, child, this food was so powerful. Don't you want that? If you ain't feeling that, if that pineapple juice don't hit you in your wig where you like, woo, child, I feel like somebody gave me a surge of energy almost instantly from 2 sips of this pineapple juice, then you ain't helping enough. You ain't earning no time like you think you are. This is deep. This content is not for fair use, okay? And you will know when you're earning your time because your stomach will get strong and you'll say, ooh, why is my core feeling like the seed of an apple and I don't even lift no weights? Why do I keep glowing more and more and more and more and more? I'm not in here taking all type of glow up medicine or anything. I'm earning years. I'm earning years and I'm getting rid of some years that weren't good for me. Time that was destroying me physically. I'm getting rid of it. Okay? There is no power greater than serving. There is not. That's how you get to go to the other side and see who's watching you. You want to be on the other side every night to see who's looking at you, so you know who astral traveling to your crib, so you know who lurking around you and doing spell work on you. You want to be that protected where every single time your enemy do something to you, the download come, or you see them doing it, or you catch them in the act, or you get to see all the demons who think they hiding from you. Don't you want that power to protect yourself? You earn it through serving. Never knowing what's coming. Never knowing if your cash app going bling. You don't know. You just show up and you do it. That's all. You just do it. Because even if you're not, look, even if you're not as good at it yet, the fact that you tried and you gave people something to work with is good enough. Might take a couple hours off the death clock. At least you're going to live a little longer. There's no such thing as a fated death. You can always put death in its place. Don't get it twisted. We're that powerful. We're that powerful. You can sit death in the corner and say, ha, You thought you was going to come for me with whatever the 90% chance, but I got you deaf with that 20%. Oh, you said, this is what I'm going to be able to get you. 80% chance, Miss B. But I said, I showed you how powerful that 20% is. Did not deaf. Did not deaf. That 20% means that I can still delay you. Don't you want more time to do your purpose? You will when you find it. When you find it, you'll be like, I don't want to die. God, please let me live longer to do this. Please. When I'm broke, I can get through with this. When people pick on me, it's pulling me through. God, whew, child, ain't no love like this. Ain't no. Let me tell you something. The love that you feel and in here from serving, your boo can never even give you that love. They can try all day, never be able to do it. They are there to serve that love. They are there to serve that too. They are there to grow it, but they can never give you that love. That love of when you walk down the street, you be like, Whoopi Goldberg, I may be black, I may be ugly, but woo, you don't know what I did earlier, boo. That's what go in my mind when I go in the stores and I feel negative energy and people try to hate on me. I be like, boo, you need to go to my YouTube channel. Oh, you can say what you want, babe. But I got all these memories to remind me how powerful I am. I'm building up my self-worth part of my Akashic record library, boo. I could run over there and look at the records. Every single time. I've had family members say, you ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't this. I say, but you don't know what I could bring, though. That's why you ain't watching my videos, because you know your little negative energy would collapse. It would fall, it would be dust. You know that what you're saying about me would blow up in your face. That's why you won't watch my videos. That's why you won't read my books. I know why. I told a family member recently, I said, I know why you don't support me. Your narcissistic false stuff about me will collapse. But I want you to know, I know that's why you don't support me. You protecting your negative energy. The fact that people are protecting their negative energy because they don't want to have to say that they need you for growth. But behind the scenes, oh baby, they've been taking notes. Oh, they using you. Your enemies is using you up. Especially the ones that hate you right to your face. They're using you the most. So it's okay. Because every time you use me, I earn a little bit of extra time. Every time you put in time to use me, you give me time. You give me energy. You give me energy, so you give me time. If you want me to be broke, if you want me to die, stop using me. Stop using me energetically. Because you don't get to use nobody for free energetically. You just don't. It's going to come back to me. You're going to reward me with downloads. The creator going to say, oh, I see you running off. And you hurting my divine one and then running off trying to use them to level up. I'm going to go ahead and send some extra money to my divine one. I'm going to go ahead. Let me tell you, there was people trying to use me for the last 6 months. Little did they know that my money kept doubling every time they did. Every time they did, y'all, I'm telling you no lie. The cash out money would get fatter and fatter and fatter. My skin would get more and more clear. My stomach would get smaller and smaller. More brilliant ideas. I was in here like a genius for the last 3 months with this writing. My scripture numbers were getting better. Why? Because our enemies, they teach us how to fight better. They teach us we need them. They teach us how to fight for ourselves better. They make us want to be independent. They make us want to be bold. All the things that we need. Some of them, some of that is just the missing pieces. We just need to be a little bit bolder. Thank you, enemies. I got so damn tired of you that I had no choice but to be bold. You didn't even know that all your tricks was pissing me off and making me get real bold. And my confidence got stronger and stronger. And then I started tapping into reward energy. The enemies don't know that the best thing they could do to slow you down is to leave you alone. If they really wanted to keep up with you, they would leave you alone. But they don't know that though. See, the dark side makes them think they're winning. They say, I got you a little bit emotionally messy. Don't get it twisted. Emotional messy works too. It works too. There's plenty of people out here rich because they use the emotional mess to get rich. How they know that you're not supposed to get rich that way? You know? Of course, you should have a limit on outwardly expressing emotional mess when there's no price tag on it. If you just in your crib getting emotionally messy, that ain't working, baby. That ain't working. That ain't working. Okay? Sit up on these YouTube and get emotionally messy. You want to be a bull and bold? Get bold up on YouTube. You want to show you can fight? Get fight up on here while you monetized. Otherwise, it's just a waste of energy sitting up there fighting in your crib. For what? Like, going off and stuff. Nothing. If you don't believe me, check your scriptures sometime. You'll see that your scriptures go in all low vibration. But when you put that emotional mess into a business that will celebrate it, like YouTube, oh, them numbers will stay money. Money numbers will come. Money numbers will come. Okay? You want to get loud on here. Like I'm getting loud right now. Okay? You want to show the aggressive side of you as a woman of color. You're tired of people putting socks in your mouth. Do it up on here. Do it up on here. Do it up on. Somebody call the police. Say I'm working right now and I'm not disturbing the peace. If my neighbors don't want to hear my mouth, then they need to shut their windows because I'm doing it in my house and I'm doing it in my business. My job, part of my job. Let me tell y'all something. One of the jobs of y'all to do in order to manifest your abundance is to celebrate a certain emotion that you're so good at doing. It's not just always the content. It's not just the ideas. It's the energy that you are chosen to put out in the world too. Okay, somebody said hi, everybody. Hi. It's the energy too. I got big lips. I got a big nose. I got a big head. I got big cheekbones, big eyes, big. I'ma stay big. It's working. I got big boobs. I got big thighs. I'm a busty goddess. I'm the goddess of bustiness. I'm like bustiness like the sea. Big and beautiful. And sometimes the sea roars, right? Sometimes the sea can get loud. And sometimes the sea can catch you off guard and knock you off your feet. That's the energy. That's the energy that worked for me. That's the energy that I'm going to be in. You choose too. But if your energy don't match what you're chosen to do, If it don't even, if it don't match even your hue, your aura, if it don't match your cosmic star chart, if you're into that, then it don't matter what you bring. Don't matter. It's not going to work for you. It's not. When I used to try to be still, quiet, quiet, still, talk soft, talk to y'all soft, wasn't working. I knew I was being fake. I knew I was being fake. I was not being my loudmouth smarty. I want to get in your face. I'm serious about this. When I get serious, I want to get loud. So, some people like it loud. Some people like loud sex. Some people like loud everything. Some people manifest better with noise and loudness around them. Those people will come to you. Those people will come towards you. Don't lower your energy frequency because some of these coaches is out here telling you that that's what you need. Be in monk energy, monk. See, that's a trending thing. Everybody be soft. Everybody be soft. See, if everybody being soft, you know darn well something's up. Something's up. Not everybody is soft. Some of them people faking. Some of them people faking. I don't really prefer to be soft when something that's serious about being blocked, about hurting yourself, about stepping into your power. I ain't got time to be soft. Y'all know some of the most powerful ministers of the church, they ain't soft. They ain't soft. The Empress is strong. And sometimes she can get loud and she can get smart. Like in the movie The Empress, the series The Empress. Remember when she came charging through the hallway? I love that scene in the series The Empress. She said, if this was the old days, I would have your head for this. You have been tricked. Females of the flesh, you have been tricked to think that you are not entitled to masculine energy. Don't y'all think it's weird that a lot of these men is sitting up here running around with your feminine energy, but telling you you can't be masculine? They up on here talking all soft. Some of these men are on here talking all soft. They talking all cool, but they want to tell you, you cannot, you gotta beat a gender stereotype profile. To me, I think that is gender discrimination. If you tell somebody they got to act according to their gender, you're telling somebody what their physical gender is and what their energy have to be. To me, you are still doing some control gender stereotype discrimination. To me, that's what people are doing when they tell women, you must be soft spoken, soft, who, ha. Well, if that's the case, then I need to see more men loud out here. I don't see it. I don't see it. Yo, I don't see it. I don't see too many bold men. There's a lot of mousy dudes out here. A lot of mousy dudes. And telling you to be soft. They matching your energy. There's a time to be soft. I'll be soft when I'm creating in silence. I'll be soft when it's a soft space. I'll be soft when I gotta kneel and pray before God. I'll be soft when I need to go ahead and eat in a room that everybody trying to eat and have peace and quiet. I'll be soft in. But I do not gotta be soft when I'm trying to help people bust through blocks, when I'm trying to help people to step into their power, when I'm trying to help people to stand up for themselves, put their foot down with themselves, put their foot down with competitors. Got time for soft. Don't got time for it. Y'all just don't know how softness kept me stuck so many times. I was using soft at the wrong time. There's a time for cotton. Y'all don't see the Japanese thirsty for cotton all day. They're not. They're not. They're not. They're not. And if you have a deep voice, maybe God wants you to be loud. You have a deep voice. If your speaking voice often has a deep tone to it, then maybe you're chosen to bring some thunder. You're chosen for it. Why oppress it? It's working for you. It comes natural. You know, Etta James was a sassy woman who had a, quick tongue. She could get smart. She had a deep tone, robust tone to her. And Anita Baker was a sassy woman and had a deep tone and was bold. Her and Etta James were bold. And they're famous. Legacy. What is the problem? There's a time for it. If that's the energy you feel like you want to be in, and you know you ain't hurt nobody, then trust it. You know you ain't trying to control somebody. You just caught up this, like this is your energy. You know, like right now, fun, the sea at its peak level, ready to come down on the world. Being emotional. Sometimes it works. Just don't keep doing it for free. Don't keep doing it for free. People want you to be fun and messy with them. Okay, cool. Can we get paid for this? Like, can we got bills to pay? We got kids to feed. We got family that can't take care of themselves. You know, we got other people who are hiding their emotions. I need to teach people to realize that it's okay to show your emotions. You just can't waste it every day. Okay, y'all. This was a real conversation. I got to get ready to go, y'all. I got some resources I have to work with. Plus, I do want to finish my pamper energy. You know, my cleansing, and that's another thing. Sometimes you do have to spend longer periods of time, hours and hours sometimes, taking care of yourself. That's still taking care of other people. You have to take care of yourself, because you have to show up and teach people how to take care of themselves. You still have to do that. If it takes hours, so be it. You know, 1 hour doing your soul purpose is more than a lot of people are doing. Some people go weeks and months and years not doing it. They do. They just get caught up in narcissists and trolls and sleeping with random people so long and friends with benefit stuff that they just put their soul purpose on the back burner for months and months. If you can put in 1 hour a day, just one, it doesn't, look, you don't got to do 3 hours. If you do 1 hour a day in your soul purpose, you are ahead of a lot of people. There are writers who only write for an hour. There's writers who do that. There's spiritual coaches, they teach for 3 hours and that's it. The rest of the day is self-care. The rest of the day is family and self-care. The rest of the day is, if I do got a 9-to-5 job, I'm doing it because I need to do it. Otherwise, it better be connected to my soul purpose. And that's another discussion. Stop taking 9-to-5 jobs that have no relation to what you love to do. You better be able to fit your passion into that 9-to-5 job, or you need to have an expiration date for that 9-to-5 job. Because it is that mean that job is a vampire. It's leeching off your energy. And you in codependent energy. This is why, y'all, I'll never take a banking job again. Yeah, I love numbers. But them numbers had nothing to do with spiritualism. Those numbers had nothing to do with the arts. And this is why I ended up ghosting the job. I ended up ghosting it. Do you know the creator gonna make you ghost it anyway? Because the creator gonna say, I'm gonna let you keep suffering more and more and more and more energetically. More and more. You're not gonna get nothing else out this job. So you understand that you're wasting your time. You can go ahead and keep thinking the economy is going to improve and stay with this job that you despise. That you despise. But I'm never going to give you nothing more out of it, so you have no choice but to run from it. That's what the banking job did to me. When I got cheated out of bonuses. When the boss was using me to give everybody, to have everybody else steal my process, to take my process and then give them the money. That's what the manager was doing at my old job at the bank. He was letting his friends, co-workers, watch my process and then had them do my process and was giving them my bonuses, even though I was still ahead of them in the quota. I had to literally go off just to get one of my bonuses. Eventually, I had no choice but to walk off. Then they even had the CEO people come in and watch my process. So they can teach my original process. So they can create other minions like me. And they won't have to pay me any more money. I ghosted the heck out of that job. Where other people would say, that would be a dream job working at a bank. Where all your minions, the minions, is nibbling off your paycheck and your bonus or running off with it? No, I don't think so. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, thank you, Present Moment. Don't forget to email me, okay? All right? Okay, y'all, I'm going to see y'all later. Somebody said, Holly Berry, thank you very much. Y'all, let me tell y'all. I learned something about 4C here, y'all. I didn't know this. Y'all, if y'all want to hear a tip, because I figured it out today. Do you know that I found out 4C here, you're not really supposed to be combing through it on a daily basis. Like you treat the scalp and then you when you comb the hair, you comb it up, but you don't comb it through. Like, I know that's crazy, y'all. You don't comb it through because your ringlet curls are so tight and they're so fragile that you will create little microscopic dead ends that will make your hair look real raggedy. So only time you're really supposed to really comb through the edge of your hair if it's real slippery or it's been you put leave-in conditioner, you put conditioner in and you're combing through. Other than that, the best thing you could do is part it, treat the scalp, and literally just put a hydration, while it's wet, and just take your fingers and go like that. Okay? Take your fingers. You're not going to comb through. What you're doing is you're just styling it with your fingers. Because the 4C here wants to style itself. It's real weird. It's almost like it's alive, like fully alive. It's like coral, like coral reef. It's like, broccoli. You know how broccoli is broccoli's like, nah, babe, I'm broccoli. Don't even try to unstyle me. That's how 4C here is like. Okay? You're just going to comb the grease and the oil halfway up. And let it just run through. And then you could take a little bit of grease and water and just go like this. Okay? Or you put the grease and water, a little bit in your shampoo, in your conditioner. While it's conditioner in it, then you comb it with the detangler. But after that, you don't comb it again. You don't comb the ends again. You don't comb them, y'all. Over the last 2 days I stopped doing that, I saw hardly any sheddage. Like I literally was seeing maybe just a little bit, tiny bit. So that's something that I learned. So I went back to today. I went back. I mean, yesterday. I started yesterday. I started doing what the East Indian people. I use what they use, and I use what Africans use, especially the Chebe tribe, like the oil and water, the grease and water that they use, the Chebe tribe. Because I have hair like them. So I use what they use. So I get a very light grease, like it's like super lightweight. And then I put, while my hair is wet, I grease the scalp. That way, when that little bit of lightweight grease runs down to my coils, my hair isn't greasy, but it's also not so fragile. And that's just something that I just recently learned. Like 4C hair, it really doesn't. It's hard to keep a shine. And adding more oil is not adding it shinier. You're just making it greasier. So really just a little bit of oil, a little bit of um, rose oil is enough. Like I found out that 4C here, it likes clarification. It likes the clarification process. So like once a week, clarifying the scalp with apple cider vinegar and water. It likes that because it's prone to bacteria and fungus. It's prone to it. So the more you keep the colony low, the less itchy your scalp is. The less itchy your scalp is, the healthier, the faster your hair will grow. So if you can keep the population of fungus and bacteria down, if you can keep it down low on your scalp, the 4C hair will flourish. You need to let it stay shrink. You need to love the shrinkage. It's sealing in the moisture when it shrunk. When you comb it out like that, you're preventing it from sealing in moisture. You're preventing it. Okay? So, like an octopus opens and then it closes when it's, you know, with the moisture holding in the water. So stop trying to do blowouts. Stop trying to do mega comb outs. Let your hair be a tight jury curl, the tightest jury curl it wants to be. Just leave it alone. Stop being worried about looking bald headed. Stop being worried about like, ain't nobody gonna know my length. People can see when your hair is shrunk. They can see it. You know, they're seeing your little ringlets. Just leave it alone. Okay? I went back to using Africa Pride. I use Africa Pride products, and anybody's hair to look like mine that's in Africa and Egypt, I use what they use. Because if their hair is thriving, and I'm looking at their hair on YouTube and they got the same grade, and they're like in Africa, then obviously it's for my hair. Okay, it's for my hair too. Period. Okay. So I just go ahead and I say, okay, what they using? So if they're using like avocado, because we know that Africans eat their avocados. If they're using avocado, I'm going to go ahead and use avocado. If they're using olive oil and mango and lime, and Jamaicans is using it, because I got Jamaican here. If they using it, I'ma use it. You know, we need to realize that we need to stop experimenting. Just go look at the people and see what they're using. You meet somebody who has 4C hair and their hair's down in the ear, ask them to open up their damn beauty cabinet and let you see what they're using. That's all you got to do. 9 times out of 10, too, if you have 4C hair, you could use the same thing that Indian people can use. I know that's hard to believe because you say Indian people don't got 4C hair, but most of them have the same blood type that people with 4C hair have. Most of them have the same blood type, either AB or BB or B with you. One of their blood types is matching yours. Period. So just go and use what they're using. Even the Asian people. Why do you think that 4C here love rice? R here loves rice water, y'all. It just get used to like rinsing your hair in rice water. Like every other week, I'm gonna do a little rinse massage and whatever. The Asian people, they are still our relatives. I don't care what nobody say. Why y'all think some of y'all got Asian looking eyes? When I was growing up, I literally had my eyes looked at the identical to Japanese people. People used to say to me, I think I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. People used to say that to me when I was a kid. It is so funny because it wasn't until I grew up and I noticed that Japanese people love me. Like they literally love me. Maybe they are seeing this. They're seeing this when they look at me. But then I realized that their food, my body loves their food. My body likes Japanese and Korean food. It loves it. So I must also need to use the same hair products. Why else? If my body thrives off their food, then I probably need to use the same beauty products. So I'm going to go to the Indian store and I'm going to go to the Asian people store. Even though I can't read their packages, I'm going to have somebody in there tell me what I'm reading. Okay? And I'm going to have this talk with people of color who are spiritual. Some of y'all need to realize that some of your ancestors have been corrupted. Okay? They didn't mean no harm. They thought they was teaching you right. They thought they were. They thought that they was totally, absolutely different from Asian people and Indian people. Absolutely different from the Mexicans. It's not true. That's not true. So that's why they didn't really introduce you to their food. That's why they said you're black, we don't eat African food. They were lying to you. Okay? They didn't know though. They didn't know. Our older generation was ignorant. They didn't know any better. So now my mother knew, but some of the older generation didn't know. Okay? They were still eating the way the sick and mentally disturbed slaves were eating. They were still using the real low vibrational products that the mentally disturbed slaves were using. They just didn't know any better. All right, so the successful people, if you want your breakthrough, you must value researching. You need to make research a part of an essential need. Like, I can't just go out here and spend money. I need to research and research and research for a while. I can't just go out here and do this. I need to research. I need to deep dive so I don't waste time. So I don't waste my energy. If I had known the power of researching, I would have been doing this 20 years ago. I would have been doing this at 15 years old, y'all, as young as possible. I would have been a little 13-year-old with my own little spiritual shop, like Will Top. I would have already had my own poetry writing shop. I would have had my own beauty products for the African American community. But growing up, we weren't told the importance of researching. We weren't told that. We were told just go to your parents and do what they say. And that's why a lot of us of color who are spiritual, this is why we have delays. This is why we're falling behind in private businesses and all of that. We rush in too quick on some things. Slow is good. Slow research, spending a good 8 hours just researching before you spend your money, researching everything that's good for you. All right? Okay, bye everybody. Have a good one. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to let me know. As always, you can send a cash appreciation to my Cash App at # Coach V Hunter. If you would like to join my new channel. You can join my new channel at, oh, y'all, I can't post the link. Email me and I'll send you the link. I will be moving this video to my new channel. Okay? That channel, I'm going to be talking to y'all. Y'all see books. I might give y'all a scripture. That's all that y'all going to see. But y'all going to see me. I'm going to be on camera every single time. Okay? All right. See y'all later. Once again, my Cash App is money sign Coach V Hunter. And y'all should have my PayPal by now. Bye, everybody. You're welcome, present moment. See you later.